Hi everybody, welcome to Micro Adventures and thank you so much for being here. I'm Ellie, this is Josiah. We have a really fun workout on deck for today. It is Buns and Guns and it was requested by our client Alexa, and we are going to be doing a brand new move on the Microfomer that Josiah came up with. So if you hate it, let him know, comment below.
You're gonna love it.
You are gonna love it, it's so good. Okay, we're gonna start on one white spring, and we are going to begin with our cables hooked up to the machine, and just set the straps on top of your carriage, okay? We'll begin in a super crunch. So seated on your back platform, pull the carriage to you, and just hook your heels into the rail of the carriage. Excellent. We'll start with the arms out in front of heart center, and I want you to really think about lifting through the chest. Perfect. Squeeze the low abs, anchor through your core. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, corset through the waistline. Really wrap your abs in and around you. Now from here, we're gonna just move the legs one time. So send the legs out away from you, and then squeeze through low belly, drive the knees in towards your chest. Now, just the upper body. Hinge back through the upper body, and lift back up. And then do both together. So both the lower and upper body are gonna crunch together. Excellent. And then start again. So we'll go one lower body curl with those knees, one upper body curl, and then one curl with both the upper and lower moving together. So really firing up our core. Promise we just have a couple moves to kind of get our body warmed up, to get our core turned on, but then we're gonna focus on Buns and Guns the whole class, and you're gonna get more core because the Buns and Guns are good. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna go just 15 seconds.
Like your explanation, you're gonna get more core because it's good.
You're gonna get more core in these moves because the moves are really good.
That is perfect.
That makes total sense. It made sense to me. All right, we're going giant wheelbarrow. Knees to the back platform, hands to either side of your carriage in 3, 2, 1. Let's go giant wheelbarrow. So knees to the back platform, hands on either side of your carriage. Good. Find some length here. One long line from the crown of the head through the knees. Wrap your abs in and around you. Squeeze your glutes. That's gonna help support your lower back. Now just the arms are gonna slide forward till you feel that catching point in your abs, and then use your lats and your abs to pull the hands back in. Check in that your neck is relaxed and in a neutral position. That means aligned with the rest of your spine, right? And check in that the shoulders aren't crunching up towards the ears. Really set the shoulders down and back. Really nice tempo and control. I want you to find a place that's challenging for just a little hold in 3, 2, send the carriage out, find that challenge point. Now slide the carriage in an inch, back out an inch. Final 10 seconds here. We are going up to the toes. It is a giant bear in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands stay, tuck your toes, find your giant plank position, and then we're going giant bear. So bending through the knees, scooping through the low belly. Awesome. So the last move that we're doing in this sort of core upper body warm up, and then we're getting into some cable work. Stay in your bear, stay strong through your core. I know this move is tough. I need you to listen to my voice. We are gonna be going to 2 black and 1 white spring. Now, if you don't have the white spring, you can go with 2 black. If you don't have 2 black, you could try this out on 1 gray. It might be a little bit heavy, but what I'm cueing you for is 2 black, 1 white spring. So we've got our white spring on.
My ear. There's a bug on my ear.
I think it's hair. There you go. I thought he had a bug on his ear. Okay, listen up. I haven't forgotten about your bear. I know you're still in this giant bear. You've got 20 seconds. We are going 2 black, 1 white. You're gonna grab your cables. You've got a giant plie squat with a bicep curl. In 4, in 3, 2, and 1. Change your springs. We go 2 black, 1 white. You're gonna grab your cables, take them with you to the back of the machine, stand behind your back platform in a wide turnout. So knees and toes out nice and wide. From here, elbows right in front of the ribs. You're gonna sit down into a nice deep low plie squat as you find a bicep curl. Pause, seal down the outer edges of your feet. Think about lengthening your tailbone towards the floor. Now drive through your heels slowly and with control, lift up. So if you need more resistance, there are 2 ways to get it. Scoop back or choke up on the cables. Good. Think about posture in this one, right? So really upright through the spine, like you're sliding your back down an imaginary wall behind you. And this is just like a little kiss to the biceps to get them going, a little stretch in the inner thighs, a little Working those outer glutes starting to happen. And we're gonna get some calves today. I know. In 4, take it down and hold. In 3, 2, take it on down, hold. From here, flex the biceps, hold the biceps. Now I want you to give me a calf raise, a little right, left, and then both together. So we go right, left, and then both. Right? If lifting both feels a little too unstable, just keep going with the ones right and left. I want you to keep this pattern going. I want you to flex your arms strong through the biceps. Try not to bend at the wrists. Yeah, recommit to the arms. Nice job. In 4, hold it steady. In 3, 2, 1. Heels down or heels lifted. Your call. You're going to pulse the arms for 10, 9, 8, 7. We're going back to full range of motion. Giant plie squat with a bicep curl in 3, 2, 1. Sink it down, lowest point. Really strong bicep curl. Now drive through the heels slowly and with control. Lift it up. 20 seconds in this move. We're going to get into what I'm calling a giant bridge with a bicep curl. So listen, you're going to hang on to your cables. You will be having a seat on the floor behind your back platform, and you'll place your feet on top of your back platform. You're going to lie down behind the machine so you can come into a bridge position, and then we'll get into some bicep curls. In 4, in 3, 2, and 1. So keep your cables, have a seat on the floor behind your back platform. Your feet are going to come on top of your back platform, and then scoot your glutes close to your machine. Lie down, head, neck, and shoulders on the floor. Arms down beside you, palms are going to face up. Now from here, we're going to drive into the heels. You're going to lift into a bridge as you find a bicep curl with the arms, so at the same time. And then we're going to slowly lower the hips. We're going to slowly extend through the arms. So bicep curl, slowly resist. Yeah, cables inside your back handlebars will make this a little bit better. Sorry. Should have mentioned that. Cables on the inside of your back handlebars if they're hooked up, so your straps can pull straight. Now, if you need more tension on your cables, you're gonna walk up the cables. Less tension, you're gonna walk down to the foot straps. And I want you to move slowly and with control through this range of motion. So feel into your core, mindful here, and your elbows are staying pressed into the floor. So it's a really awesome angle for that bicep curl, because when the elbows are forced to stay in place, the bicep really gets to do its job. It really gets to work. In 4, we're gonna find a little hold. In 3, 2, find a little hold. So hold your bridge, hold the biceps. Give me a little pulse on the arms, little pulse. 10 seconds, flex and squeeze. Check in that the wrists are neutral. Check in that your shoulders are away from the ears. In 4, hold the biceps. In 3, 2, hold the biceps steady. Now give me a pulse of the hips up. Squeeze your glutes, drive your heels into your back platform. Think about energetically wrapping through the inner thighs. You're here for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Hold your bridge, go back to the bicep curl. So can you keep the hips lifted and just give me that bicep curl? Nice job, Josiah. Let's go 15 seconds like that. All right, we have kind of a big transition on deck, okay? So I want you to move through it as quickly and safely as you can, but we'll be unclipping our cables and we'll be on top of our carriage for a double arm lat pull down next, just to kind of throw it out there. In 4, hold the curl. In 3, 2, hold the curl. Now just the hips. I want you to lower the hips an inch, lift up an inch. Just dig through the heels, squeeze your glutes. Final 15 seconds, hold your biceps. We are going into an underhand lat pull down next. So we'll take the cables off, underhand lat pull down. You have 5, you have 4, 3, 2, carefully lower down out of the bridge. Let go of your carriage. You're gonna just unclip the cables, right? That goes much faster. And then you can leave those cups on. We're gonna kneel on top of your carriage facing the back of the machine, and we're gonna get into an underhand lat pull down. So you're gonna find an underhand grip of your back platform, palms face up, and we're gonna go double arm. Hopefully with that white spring, you're getting just a little extra resistance. Maybe you're using your gray spring, but this should feel pretty heavy here. And we are working the lats, but I also want you to really pay attention to your biceps in all of these pull downs, okay? So this move does target specifically these big wing shape muscles on your back, but with the palms facing up, right, you're getting some work for your biceps as well. So flex and squeeze into the biceps, as that is our focus today. So a couple moves off the back, right? We got the legs going a little bit as we really start diving into our bicep work, but we've got some more legs coming your way, all right? In 4, take it back and hold. In 3, 2, take it back and hold. Give me a little pulse. Try to get your chin over that back platform. You're here for 4, you're here for 3. We're gonna go over hand grip in 2 and 1. So flip your palms over hand grip. Now keep going with the lat pull down. Good, think about driving your elbows back beside your body. Your core is nice and strong, hovering off the thighs here. And the shoulders are staying relaxed away from your ears. That's super, super important. Good, nice tempo, right? Really try to pull yourself all the way over that back platform every time you pull yourself forward. And if you find that your range of motion is really getting small, like you're barely moving at all, I want you to take the carriage back to the front and pop off a spring. In 4, let's find that hold. In 3, 2, pull the chest forward over that back platform. Give me those little pulses, tiny pulses, 10 seconds. We're gonna take our grip to the sides of the back platform. In 4, 3, 2, take your grip to the outer edges, to the sides. Perfect. So thumbs are pointed forward on top of the platform, and let's keep going with that lat pull down. Great job, Josiah. So it's a little more like a hammer curl type motion, right? With the bicep, we're just kind of getting that bicep moving in all directions and really tiring out the lats here, so that probably your arms are having to do a lot more of the work than normal. On deck, we are headed to the front of the machine. We're using all the props today. So we will be using the bungee, and we're gonna be using hand weights a little bit later too. We are going runner's lunge on the right, and we're gonna do a crossbody bicep curl with our bungee. In 4, pull yourself over the back platform and hold. In 3, 2, pull it forward, hold. Give me those little pulses. 10 seconds, carefully take it to the front. Watch your little toes. We're going runner's lunge in 3, 2, and 1. So carefully take it to the front. You're gonna go runner's lunge. We're gonna step the right foot forward to the front platform. You're gonna grab your bungee into your right hand. Right foot forward, left toes tuck onto the carriage. Oh, 1 red spring. Is that what you're waiting for? 1 red spring on the way. We can't do runner's lunge on a black and a white. 1 red. So let's sink it down nice and low into your runner's lunge stance. Back knee is bent, and we're gonna start that crossbody curl. So you're gonna curl your right arm towards your left shoulder. And I like to do the curl as I kick my leg out. So as my left leg goes out, I'm gonna find that curl of the right hand towards the left shoulder. Awesome. Left leg is slowly sending the carriage out. Now, I want you to find a little bit of a hinge forward from your hips so that we're turning this runner's lunge into more glute work versus quad work. Energy down through the right heel. Left leg's moving slowly and with control. If you need more resistance on your bungee, you can walk up the bungee with your hand, and that's gonna give you a bit more.
Hold tight though.
Hold on tight, Josiah says. You don't wanna fall off.
Bungee and sock yourself in the face.
Oh yeah, he says hold on tight to your bungee. He doesn't want you to punch yourself in the face in this one. Good tip. All right, in 4, left knee is bent. In 3, 2, bend the left knee under the hip. Give me little pulses with the bungee, little pulses down with the hips. Pulse that left knee down, little pulses. 10 more seconds. It's a quarter turn to your left. Hang on to your bungee. We've got a squat with a bicep curl. In 3, 2, 1. Quarter turn to your left. Get some space between your feet here. Now we're gonna go single arm. That right arm still has the bungee as you sit down into the squat. It's a bicep curl here. Pause. Drive through your heels. Squeeze your glutes like crazy. This is Buns and Guns, people. You gotta squeeze the booty. So sit your hips down and back. Wrap your abs in and around you. Pause at the bottom. Drive through your heels. Slowly bring it up. Great job. So we're keeping some of these leg movements just a little bit quicker. So you're not gonna be here that much longer. You got about 30 seconds in this squat. Oh, yes. Great job, Josiah. Slow and controlled. Seal down the outer edges of your feet. See if you can send the carriage out maybe just a little bit further. And again, I want you to notice, remember how I said this is gonna work your core, all of these moves, right? You're balancing here on top of the machine with the bungee. You're getting this resistance in the upper and lower body together. So your core is working like crazy because like I said, these moves are so good. In 4, down and hold. In 3, 2, you're gonna hold a halfway bicep curl on the bungee. You're gonna sit halfway into a squat. I want you to push down through the right foot and slightly like push off that platform like you're gonna launch away from it. Let's go skating. Left leg is gonna send the carriage out nice and slow. Left leg is gonna resist in. Right, so active energy down through your right heel, and it's almost like you wanna push off of that right leg. Keep some tension on the bungee, keep a little tension in the bicep, okay? I know that muscle is starting to fatigue. You've got 30 seconds left with this bungee, and then we are going to hit some hammer curls. We're going into a sliding squat with a hammer curl. This is gonna be fun. You've got 15 seconds left in your skate. Drive your heels down into the machine. Really focus on your right leg. 10 to go. We'll gently let go of our bungee. We'll pick up our hand weights in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ditch your bungee, grab your weights here. From here, palms are gonna face in. Now you're gonna start with a narrow stance with the feet, and then you're going to sit down into a squat. It's a hammer curl as you slide the carriage out. Pause, drive through the heels, slowly bring it back up. Good. So we've done a lot of bicep curls on that right arm so far, so you're probably feeling the right arm a bit more than the left arm. Totally fine. Don't worry, we're gonna get that left arm too. And then on this sliding squat, this is all about tempo, right? So slow, so controlled. Really focus on pressing out, getting nice and low in your squat, right? And then resisting the whole way in as slowly as you can possibly go. Great job. All right. Up next, we will be ditching our weights. We're gonna grab our bungee again for one of Josiah's favorite moves. It's the side lying leg press with the bungee, and this is gonna finish out our right leg. So the right butt is gonna be done. We're gonna get to the left side of the booty next. In 4, let's hold our squat. In 3, 2, take it down, 90-degree bend in the arms, sit the weight back into the heels, seal down on our edges of the feet, give me a little pulse down with the hips, a little pulse up with the arms. 10 seconds, bungee goes around your right foot. You're gonna lie down on your left-hand side facing into your micro in 3, 2, and 1. So set down those weights. Go ahead, step forward, Josiah. You're gonna lie down on your left-hand side facing the machine. Bungee will go around the arch of your right foot, and we'll get into that side-lying leg press. So with our side-lying leg press, if you don't have the bungee, you can press into the carriage with one red spring and do the leg press that way. You are going to want to scoot very close to your micro, like you're hugging the micro. Good. Yeah, you might need to come forward a little bit, Josiah. Perfect. So keep going here in your leg press. Hopefully you're already in it. Your left hand is supporting your head. Head's resting comfortably. Your left oblique's engaged away from the floor. And every time your right knee bends, you want to stop it directly in front of your hip, and then look down and make sure that your right heel is beneath your right knee. And you're pushing with your glute. Okay, I really want you to use your glute on this leg press. So mindfully connect to the muscle in your glute and push that leg out to straight. Josiah's already crying about this one. I bet you are too. This one's so fucking hard. In 4, send the leg out and hold. In 3, 2, send the leg out pretty straight here, hold. Keep your right hip over the left. You're gonna lift your leg up an inch or 2, back down an inch or 2. Little side lifts for the side of your booty. You want this to burn. You want this to shake. You should be freaking feeling it. I'm sorry I cussed at you. It's just, I know that this class is gonna be so hard and so good. In 4, go back to your leg press. In 3, 2, freeze your leg, go back to the leg press here. 15 seconds. We are gonna go straight over to the other side. So you're going leg press with the bungee on the left. Okay, you're gonna take it off your right foot. You're gonna quickly hop to the other side of your machine and get into it. In 3, 2, and 1. So hop it on over. You're going leg press with the bungee, side 2. As quickly as you can get there, lie down on your right-hand side. Good, scoot nice and close to your micro. That really does help. Like you're kind of hugging your machine because you love it so much. And we'll get into the leg press. Nice hustle, Josiah. So again, things to check in on. Make sure your head's resting comfortably, okay? We don't want to be stressing out the neck here. Give it a nice break. Right side of your waistline's engaged away from the floor. And Your left hip is stacked directly over the right hip. So that means your left knee and your left middle toes are pointed straight forward. And every time your knee bends, it's gonna stop right in front of your hip, 90-degree bend, and you're pushing through the heel, using your glute to send the leg out nice and long. In 4, we're gonna send the leg out and hold. In 3, 2, send the leg out, hold. Give me those straight leg lifts, up a couple inches, back down a couple inches. I want you to work in a range of motion where you feel the side of your butt like crazy. Roll that left hip forward so it stays stacked over the right hip. That's where the good stuff's at. You've got 5, you've got 4, you've got 3, 2, go back to your leg press. Stay in the move. Awesome, awesome work. Look, you have just 25 seconds to go here. I need you to breathe into it. If you need a little more resistance, you're scooting closer to your back platform, and you might need a little more on this side. On deck, we are getting into our sliding squats with the hammer curl. We're gonna go back through in reverse order. So it's gonna be your left foot on the front platform, your right foot on the carriage, weights in hand. Let's move in 5, in 4, in 3, 2, 1. Ditch your bungee for a moment. Stand it on up, left foot on the front platform, right foot on the carriage. So turn to face me, Josiah. You're gonna get into a sliding squat with a hammer curl. Yeah, we're just gonna face the other direction for this one. So narrow stance to start, palms face in. You're gonna push out into that squat, or slide the carriage out as you sit down into your squat, and then drive through the heels. Slowly lift it up. Good. Seal down the outer edges of the feet. Beautiful. And I know we've got a lot of moving parts in this class, so if you are feeling a little lost or a little overwhelmed, no big deal. Just do the best you can. Simplify any of the moves you need to, and I really highly encourage doing these workouts again so you can see how much you've improved, how much you've grown since you started with us. I know some of you have been here from the very beginning, so thank you for that, because we are so freaking happy that we can film outdoors in Mexico and bring you these classes. In 4, let's take it down and hold. In 3, 2, take it down and hold. Give me those little pulses with the arms, a little pulse of the hips back. Good, we're gonna set down our weights. We've got our bungee curl with the left arm and our squat with both legs. In 4, 3, 2, carefully set the weights down, grab your bungee in your left hand. Oh, don't throw them off the wall. And we're gonna go left arm, we're gonna hit that bicep curl as we sit down into the squat. So this squat, we're gonna keep the carriage steady. No moving with the carriage. I want you to seal down the outer edges of the feet. Maybe press the carriage out just a little bit wider. Excellent. I do believe you can set your weights off to the side because we're kind of done with them, unless you want to use them for our finisher at the end, which you are more than welcome to. Great job. Okay. You've got 15 seconds. Okay, check in with the wrist on the left hand. Check in with the tension in your bicep. Are you getting what you need, right? And your range of motion might start to get a little smaller on the bungee. That's okay. We're gonna stick with it anyway. In 4, take it down halfway and hold. In 3, 2, find that halfway point with the arm, that halfway point with the legs. Push down through your left heel, and I want you to push slightly off of that front platform like you're about to launch off of your left leg. From here, we go skating. Right leg slowly gonna go out. Right leg slowly resists back in. Things I want you to check in on. Knit your ribs together. Check in that your core is wrapping in and around you. No swaying in your lower back. Your chest is lifted, right? We're not rounding through the spine. And your knees are behind your toes. Think weight back into your heels. Good, so we've got a static hold on the bicep. Keep checking back in with that left arm. As you fatigue, the left arm is going to want to try to lengthen out on you. I want you to try to keep it bent to 90 as best you freaking can. We're gonna pivot to our left next. You've got that runner's lunge with a cross-body bicep curl. 14 seconds. What can you do in this skater to burn out your glutes and your bicep just a little bit more? That's the point. Buns and guns. Let's get it done. In 4, runner's lunge. In 3, 2, 1. Quarter turn to your left. Right toes will stay on the carriage. Good. Bend through both knees. Sink it down nice and low. And the left arm still has the bungee. It's a cross-body bicep curl as you send the carriage out. If that works for you, if you need to bend the knee in as you curl, whatever works, okay? I don't care. I just care that you're gonna get that cross-body curl and the runner's lunge together. And as we do this one, right, we want a little bit of a hinge forward from the hips. That's gonna load a lot of tension into your left glute and make this more about the glute and the hamstring than about the quad, right? And that's what we're focused on, back line of the leg. Beautiful job, Josiah. All right, so because you needed so much space behind your machine to start, and I don't want you guys to have to reposition your machines, we are gonna do some bridge lift snacks, but we're gonna do them in a position we haven't done them in before, so I just wanna preface that. You will be ditching the bungee, and you're gonna lie down, head, neck, and shoulders across the front platform and the carriage, and your feet are gonna straddle the monorail. So we're gonna do some glute bridges facing the other direction. In 4, let's hold the right knee bent. In 3, 2, bend the right knee in and hold. Little pulses with the left arm, little pulses down through the hips, little pulses, little pulses. You've got 10 seconds. We're gonna get into our reverse glute bridges with a wide turnout. In 3, 2, 1. Ditch your bungee. So just step back here, have a seat at the back edge of your carriage. And then you're gonna lie down, head, neck, and shoulders across the carriage onto the front platform. Beautiful. So once you guys get yourself situated, you're lying down. If you want to put some weights on your hips, you can. Now find a bridge position for the feet, and I want you to walk your feet out as wide as you can. Knees and toes finding a nice turnout here. Yep, and from here, we're just gonna lower our hips down, drive through the heels, squeeze the glutes, lift up. Little down, little lift. If it's not comfortable to set up on top of the machine like this, you can do these on the floor as well. So feet, knees, hips, widest turnout. Kind of think about that plie stance we were in earlier. Seal down the outer edges of your feet. In 4, hold the hips up. In 3, 2, lift the hips up, hold. Now I want you to target the outer sides of your glutes. So you're gonna flare your knees out, wide hold. Little flare of the knees, wide hold. Feel that flare coming from the outer corners of your glutes. That little dimple, that little side of your booty. Little flare hold. Little flare hold. All right. Hold the flare of the knees wide. Now I want you to just lower your hips an inch, squeeze the glutes, lift up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. Keep going with this little pulse, and then we're gonna put these things together. All right, don't get too excited, but this is gonna be our finisher in our class today for Buns and Guns. We are finishing out with those glutes. So if your booty is on fire, good, freaking stay in your bridge. In 4, hold it up. In 3, 2, hold the hips. Now I want a knee flare wide and a tuck of the hips up. Little flare, little tuck, little flare, little tuck. That tuck is like a little squeeze of the glutes, a little scoop through the low belly, a little tuck of your hips. So little flare, little tuck. You're here for 4, 3, 2, hold the flare, go back to full range in your bridge, lower your hips down, drive through the heels, lift up. Great job. I can hear Josiah breathing hard. So that means we are getting where we need to go. You better be getting there too. Do not quit, right? It's the end of class. This last little bit where it is the most important, maybe not necessarily physically, but mentally, knowing that you can do something really hard and you can finish this out strong. In 4, hold your hips. In 3, 2, lift the hips up, hold. Give me all pulses to finish. Little pulses, little pulses, little pulses. Right here, you have 19 seconds left in your workout, right? Keep the flare of the knees wide, drive through your heels, squeeze your glutes, pulse it out. Right here is your final 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Lower down. Whew. If you're comfortable here, stay here. If you want to come to the floor, if you'll just lie down on the mat, you're just going to hug your knees in towards the chest. So lying down on your back, just go ahead, hug the knees in towards your chest, right? Maybe a little rock side to side, massaging your lower back, right? Taking a couple deep breaths. Okay, and because I am not a monster, we're going to do a little figure 4 stretch for those glutes. So plant the soles of your feet flat on your mat. Stay lying on your back, Josiah. Stay lying down. Plant the soles of your feet flat on the mat. We'll take left ankle over the right knee, little figure 4. Just go ahead and encourage the left knee forward towards the front of your space. And then if you like, you can hug this shape in towards your chest if you need a little more sensation, or just stay right here where you are. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. And a nice full breath out. Can you start to calm your nervous system, right? Slow things back down. Let's go ahead, uncross. We'll plant the left foot on the floor, cross the right ankle over the left knee, right? Maybe you place a palm onto your right knee and just kind of encourage it forward. Maybe you hug this shape in towards your chest if you're seeking a little more sensation. Right, and then tune into your breath, right? Nice deep inhale in. Nice full breath out. Right, you gotta walk around the rest of the day knowing that you've got buns and guns under your belt. What a great feeling. Let's uncross the legs. Let's bring ourselves up to seated. Okay, so turn to face Josiah and myself. We always love to seal in our class with 2 deep breaths, right? This centering, this drawing in and harnessing of our energy. We'll inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time, deep breath in all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Awesome, awesome work. Thank you all so much for being here. If you have any questions, any comment, any feedback, comment below, and we will see you for another class real soon.